And so when I was I got these long stories. I'm gonna shorten it up though. When I was in maybe the sixth grade, I had a teacher named Miss Mitchell, and she made us do a 25-person report over the Christmas holiday. We got to work over the Christmas holiday. But she wanted a Black History report on 25 Black leaders, and I remember I was doing it, and me and my mom was helping me, and we were picking out the people that we were going to report on. And we got to this one particular picture. I didn't know who it was. It looked strange, but she knew. She's older than me, and she said, I remember that man. His name was Elijah Muhammad. Yeah. She said, I remember. He didn't talk much, but I used to see him on the news, and he talked funny. I remember that man, but it was something always about him. And so that was the first thing. I just listened. I didn't say nothing. Moved on. But my first summer job with the city of Birmingham was Wiggins Park. I loved it. The next year I went back and they said they ain't have no more jobs. They said, but we got one next door to Wiggins Park at the library. Library, gee. Oh.
This ain't gonna be it.
That's so boring.
But I need the job, so I'm taking the job. I'm go to the library. Best up until that time, best job I ever had. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned so much because there was nothing left to do but read.
Yeah.
Fix books, organize it, read. You know what I'm saying? So I remember reading a book on Malcolm X. Around that time, the movie came out. And me and my homeboy, Kaboo, we skipped school and went to go see the movie. And there was a bookstore in Western Hills Mall before you could get killed in there. It was, allegedly, I take that back. I don't want Western Hills to get mad. But back when it was a real, Western Hills Mall, there was a bookstore when you first walk in called Mahogany. I forgot the owner's name. But anyway, he used to sell like black books. And my friends, at a certain point, they used to hate to go to the mall with me. Man, this nigga, he finna go to the bookstore. We gotta wait on him. But I had worked at the library. Now I'm addicted. That's why I wear glasses now. I was reading in the dark, like after I'm supposed to be going to bed or whatever. Now I'm sneaking it, I just had a thirst. So it made my eyes bad. But anyway, getting back to the point. I used to read the books in the Mahogany or whatever, but one day I was talking to my mom, and somebody had said something to her, and she was like, yeah, I know where them people meet at. We may go by there and visit. So we just used to go and visit when I was a teenager, and things just progressed from there. And when I came back, because I went out of town to Job Corps, but when I came back, things just started going crazy. And I just felt like I needed a change to kind of, sometimes you need something to hold you in the road. Sometimes you need something to like enact the discipline that we have, but we don't know how to use it, right? So that's how I ended up joining.
So describe it as your experience. Like you was already seeking the knowledge through the library, reading all those books. Uh-huh. But like, when you actually became a member, like, what were some of the things that you learned during them times that you was a part of Islam, and how it affected you as a man to become who you are today? Mm-hmm. Well, not become, but to kind of build the man that you is today.
The first thing I would say that I learned is like civilization. We have a tendency to be a little savage coming up in the hood, and I wasn't super savage, but I was savage enough. Yeah. And so when I say civilization, I mean things like respect. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a big thing, like respect and protect the black woman. So I learned that. Now I can't say, a lot of people say when they came to the nation, they learned things like opening doors for women and all that, because that's a big thing, in the nation. But I can't really say that. I already had that. My mom taught me that when I was young, when I was as far back as I can remember. We walking down the street, she would put me on the side of the street and say, this is the side that men's supposed to walk on. You know what I'm saying? Or that you didn't see that woman right there? Get that door for her. You know what I'm saying? So I already had that. So a lot of things I came with, which probably helped me to kind of catapult. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I first came, I was just like anybody else. I didn't really say too much to anybody. I was pretty much everybody's favorite brother until I got the position. I said I was pretty much everybody's favorite brother.
So the position
until I got that position.
What position was that?
The position was the minister. Minister
Oh,
of the mosque.
okay,
That's
okay,
the top position. Now, let me say it like this, because I'm not dissing nobody, but I am saying that wherever you are, I don't care if it's a fraternity, if it's at work, if it's at school, if you get a position that's sought after, or if you get a position that gives you some supposed power or prestige or people looking at you, you're always going to have people that either say, I could do it better, or say, why he there? Or say, I just don't like him. Or I just want to see him, I want to see him fail. But then you have the people to say, I want to see him do good. You know what I'm saying? So, but it does cause envy and jealousy, and that's regardless to where you go. So whatever you're doing, if you elevate, you already know. You should know. If you don't know, I'm telling you now. It's just a part of the game. That if you elevate, you naturally develop people that are going to look at you sideways. So if I'm not even going to go into some of the rumors that I heard about me that I was like, God damn, where did they get that from?
Yeah,
That's a good one now.
it get crazy, man.